Hey YouTube, cheers. This is John W4ALQ, and we have some radios to unbox tonight. So as you can probably guess, and by the date that this comes out, what's in this Icom bag, but we're going to come back to that in just a little bit. I'm also going to try to quickly just kind of go over real quick what I want to do with the radios, and go into more detail about how I'm setting them up and exactly the configurations for them. So this is some additional content for the future. So let's go ahead and get started with the bag in front. And in this bag we have a Yeasu FT-65 walkie-talkie handheld. And also have a mobile bracket for my car and some additional cables. We're just going to put that to the side. That's for my ID 4100 for the vehicle. So here's in the box the FT-65. This is a VHF-UHF dual band FM transceiver. So there's nothing digital here, but one of the advertised specialities of this radio is its ruggedness and the waterproof. So here we have a manual and a limited warranty card. Some say that this is this and another Yeasu radio are basically the equivalent of an overpriced Baofeng. I tend to disagree with that statement. I think a Baofeng is a cheap imitation of any standard radio, even though they do get the job done. I mean, they're cheap, but there's definitely some better equipment out there on the market, and if you have the money, by all means, go ahead and put this over. I know the Baofeng FT-8 is about $65, or it was when I got one, and this was about $85. So some of the other YouTubers out there will have some descriptions of the different handhelds and how they compare with Baofengs, and I'm sure a lot of you are probably familiar with that decision, or what the outcome of those results are. So again, we're going to just try to unbox this. I'll just try to slip it out here. There we go. There's a little bit of foam in there. A bit of foam there at the top, and we'll just take it, pull it out, and slide it up. One thing I'm interested in seeing is how much battery life is on here. So yeah, it's got a nice little display, keypad. Seems pretty solid. There's not a lot of weight to it. This probably be a little bit different when you get the battery. You've got a drop-in charger, AC wall adapter, looks like a European converter, belt clip, and of course back here, just try to move that around so I see it on the other camera, we'll have the battery pack and the antenna. So we'll go ahead and get that set up. I'll power it on. Not going to really tune or anything or try to pick up anything yet tonight on any of these radios because, again, this is just an unboxing, and I'll run out of time because I got two more reviews to go through. And one of them is going to be pretty big. That's definitely a more substantial antenna there than some of the other rubber ducky antennas that I've seen. Go ahead and slide the battery pack on. I believe one of the other YouTubers from Ham Radio Crash Course, Josh, if you ever see this video, hello. Big fan of the channel. And here we go. We got, it's actually really lightweight. I like the feel of it. Go ahead and pull that out. And let's see if there's any power. And we do have some power. We got about 2 bars. And it's sitting up there on 144 megahertz. I believe I need to adjust the squelch. But yeah, it's got a nice little display. And there we go. This is the Yeasu FT-65. Neat little handheld radio. And let's see what else we have in our bags here. So we can put this aside real quick. So what I intend to do with the FT-65 is I'll have it in a Go kit. There's no digital modes on there, so just to have as a spare radio or put it in a bag for some emergency FM repeater work or simplex work for local activities would be a nice radio to have, and with the waterproofing on it, that would also be beneficial. The next item that we have, an FT-3D. Set that down here. This is another Yeasu radio. It's got a digital touchscreen, and it's very similar. It's a 70 centimeter, 2 meter FM band. This only works with FM and FM narrow and DV, but it can also pick up several other stations. I have an Icom ID51A, and I'm pretty active on DSTAR, but I wanted to check out Fusion and the APRS system. I was kind of interested in some of that digital stuff, so I love my Icom. I love DSTAR. I have some other Icom radios that you guys are probably already familiar with, and I'm still trying to learn some of that. So go ahead and pop open the box here for the FT-3D. And again, it's raining outside. There's a tropical depression. And here we go. For the channel, we'll have on my other camera for the close-up. We've got a user manual. Pretty thick. It's got all sorts of instructions, some tables on there. That's another thing about Yeasu is I really am not familiar with the programming or layout interface, so I'm going to have to do some homework and studying on that. Be sure to add some comments down below if there's any shortcuts on there, but I do know that it's pretty easy to program these on the fly. We got a wall charger. We have a USB cable. We keep that in the bag. Belt clip. Here's our little rubber ducky antenna, which is a lot thinner than the FT-65 counterpart. European adapter. And we have the radio and the battery. So put this box over here to the side. And again, I'm just going to punch up the plug in the battery and punch up the go ahead and take care of that. I always enjoy doing that. Plug in the antenna, the battery, and power it up. And one of the cool things about the FT-3D is the color LCD touchscreen, which is something the Icom competition does not have in a handheld. Even though they are coming up with a new radio soon that does have a colored screen, but it's not a touchscreen. There's a different radio that we can talk about in just a minute with that. So here's the front interface with the rubber ducky. Let's go ahead and plug in the battery. And power it on. There's power button. There we go. We're going to punch in a call sign. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. And W. Four. A. There, I forgot what my last letter was. Isn't that wonderful? W4 ALQ. And we're going to hit the... There we go. Looks like I've got one little bar. Try to turn that down. Got one little bar left on there, but that's a really nice looking screen. I'm really excited about this radio. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll go ahead and have that active over here. Battery will probably drain while we get to our star attraction for the evening. Go ahead and set this down over here. There's one other thing in this box. This is a Yeasu power battery. So what I will be using this for is in conjunction with let me change this around so you guys can see it as I of the bag. I'm struggling just a little bit with it. This is the Icom IC705. Pull this out of the way. Now I've also gotten some of the other accessories with it, but I've got those put away for right now because I've got some additional things I've got to do. Here we go. We've got the IC705. This is a all-band, or almost all-band, HF-50, 144, 440 megahertz multi-band radio with single sideband CW, AM, FM, and DSTAR compatible. So this is the most anticipated radio for the year of 2020. A lot of people have been wanting it. So again, here's another shot of the box. There's me being happy about it. And we're just gonna go ahead and break into this bad boy. Move it around so you guys can see. Now, there's probably been a ton of videos on this already, but I want to go ahead and get to the, don't want to miss the punch. We have, as typical with all Icom, we got 3 different manuals: English, Spanish, and French. And we got another. Well, another thing about the box is this is not a typical Icom box. We'll probably have one to show you guys here on a future video. I'll have one set up. But pull some more cardboard out of the way.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Thank you, Alexa. We've got some fuses. Kind of typically see a bunch of stuff like this. Mini plug jack. See a lot of stuff like that in the Icom radios. We have our 12-volt power accessory plug. The cool thing about this radio is it runs on an internal battery, and you can also plug it in to be in a regular 12 volt, so you can get your maximum range. Here we go with a walkie-talkie mic. And just put that over to the side. Now, one thing I do not have is my general license. So a lot of the HF, I'm kind of limited to some 6 meter and the 2 meter, 70 centimeter. Very, very little bit of the spectrum on, I believe it's 40 meter. Again, here's the battery. So, but I am studying for my general, so as I get more free time, I will definitely be working towards getting that general license. It's one thing I wish I had done when I got my tech middle of last year. And here we go. We're going to go ahead and pull open. This pull from the main dial. So pull out the radio. I believe that's it from the box. This is a very nicely built. It's pretty lightweight. It's a little heavy. It's definitely not as light as a handy talkie. Let me go ahead and pull that off. There we go with that. Now it uses the same battery pack as the ID51. And I believe the ID52, when that comes out later this year or in the winter, it will also run off of that. So just go ahead and slide the battery pack on. Give that a quick little tug. Pull that up some. And see if there's any juice in the battery. I don't think there is. I hear a clicking noise. Or no, that's probably from one of the other radios. So I may need to quickly, there we go. I believe this battery may be too far dead. So, unplug you real quick. And stand by, because nearby I have my ID51. So one thing I really want to do is practice on the ID51 with, or using the 705. Here's my ID51. Go ahead and pull the battery from here and see if I can get any get you plugged in and ready to go. There we go. Alright, so this battery should be fully charged. Did I get a lemon? Make sure, there we go. There's the beautiful IC705 with its beautiful touchscreen, just like the 7300 and 9300. Really looking forward to playing around with this radio. It's got the little jog dial, just like a regular base station. But the cool thing about this is you can fit it in a backpack. And it's a QRP radio, it's 10 watts. And you can do almost a lot of the activities I've been wanting to try and get on HF and all that. I'm really excited about this. I'm really looking forward to playing around with it and getting it on the air. So that's pretty much going to be it for this little unboxing video. Thanks for sticking with me. Still kind of new here to the ham radio world and trying to get a little bit more experience vlogging and doing some multimedia setup. So I'll go ahead and power all this off. So here we are with our 3 brand new radios we've unboxed, and kind of clear some of this stuff out of the way. And for now, I'm going to say 73. Cheers, John W4ALQ, and you guys have a wonderful week. Hey YouTube, cheers. This is John from FriedCircuit, and that is Tommy the cat, who's gonna want to all get into these boxes here in just a minute. Tommy, please get down. Down. Down.